What is up, guys? Today marks 1 year of me producing videos on YouTube. A 1-year journey. Been around YouTube for several years before that, but only 1 year now, making my own videos, making my own content. And I was going to make a video today on just kind of my thoughts about the whole hobby, about the YTCC YouTube card community, just the whole thing encapsulated in my thoughts and my 1 year journey here on YouTube, and sticking around, all that kind of stuff. I was gonna just lay out all kinds of thoughts on just about every topic in the hobby, and my thoughts on the community and all that kind of stuff. But the more I thought about what I was going to say, it was sounding kind of negative in some ways, and I just didn't want that. But if you guys in the comments want me to do kind of a State of the Union from my perspective on this channel, I'll do it. But decided not to do that today for my 1 year anniversary. I decided to do my voting for the All-Stars for YouTube Sports Card All-Stars. And Eric over at 4 Leaf does this every year. And it's kind of a hard thing because, you want to recognize these guys and definitely recognize some of the good people in the community, but you don't want to leave anybody out. So that's what's a little bit tough about this exercise. But I figured it'd be more positive to go ahead and vote for the guys that have impacted me the most over the last year. Definitely skewing more toward good people that show support for others in the community, and have good channels and all of that, of course, as well. But the guys that have been really kind and have impacted me, and as I look around all the other channels that I watch, the ones that support other people the most, and just a whole concoction of that kind of thought goes behind the votes on this thing. Coaches, kind of easy, kind of the guys that impact the community as a whole the most. Rookies of the year, that's the toughest category. There's only 2 picks. I had about 12 to 15 that I wanted to put in there, and at least 10 real serious ones. So I had to kind of randomize that and just come up with the 2 that have impacted me. But man, just know that if you're not on any of these lists, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean I don't like you. If I'm making comments and I've been involved with you over the last year, you know how I feel about you. It's just there's a finite number that we can pick on these lists, but the Rookie of the Year is brutal because there's only 2. There's only 2 picks, so there's no way I could get everybody in that I wanted. Coaches can be Hall of Famers, so I'm including them on that list. Rookies of the Year, I didn't put anybody that just started. I put some people that have been doing it for a little bit and have made an impact in the community that way. And then the All-Stars are basically the guys that I just don't miss many videos of theirs. They interact with me. A lot of them are good friends at this point. We see eye to eye on a lot of things, and we just we have a good relationship, or it's just channels that I enjoy so much that I just don't miss what they do, and I love commenting, and they comment on my videos, that kind of thing. So that's mostly where the All-Stars come from. They cannot be Hall of Famers, so that makes that easy. I don't have to vote for some of those guys. And there's, of course, some people going to be Hall of Famers pretty soon that aren't yet. But in this case, you can vote for Hall of Famers on coaches, and then Rookies of the Year have to be less than a year. But I didn't do anybody that just started in the last little bit, just because they've have their journey still, and will have more opportunities. But the guys that have been doing it a little bit, that have had an impact on me, those are the ones I threw in the hat, and then pulled out 2 of them It's the only way I can think about doing it, because there was at least 10 that I really wanted to put in the Rookie of the Year category. And then All-Stars, there's 15 that we can pick. We just can't pick Hall of Famers. So just guys that we enjoy, guys that we want other people to take a look at, maybe watch their stuff and support them. So that's kind of how that vote is. So let's get started. First of all, coaches. Greg with midlife cards. And that one's pretty easy, pretty obvious. He's had an impact on the whole community as a whole, the whole hobby, for sure. And he's a friend, and he's nobody works harder on their channel than that guy. Just constantly doing things to try to better the community. So that one's obvious. John, Mangini Collection, of course. He's taught the community so much over the years. That's a pretty obvious one to be a coach to me as well. Obviously, Hall of Famer. Orlando, a collector's dream. He did not vote for me for All-Star. So these aren't just reciprocal votes. These aren't just guys I'm voting for because they voted for me, that kind of thing. I'm trying to just vote for guys that I think deserve it. Orlando certainly is a pillar of the community. Just what more can you say about the guy? Dylan, Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. He's a buddy, but he's impacted the hobby in a lot of ways, and just his enthusiasm and the way he goes about, his videos and the excitement that he brings, and then kind of changing the hobby for a lot of people with this whole centering thing, eye appeal. He had a big impact in that. So, he's certainly a Hall of Famer now, and certainly I think goes under that coach category because I can't vote for him for an All-Star as a Hall of Famer. Scott, Reindeer Studios. This guy, he is exemplary at being everybody's friend, being kind to everybody, showing support for the community. He shows, how a leader should lead, and is just such a good individual. No way I could not put him in there. Even though, he's a Hall of Famer, I can't make him an All-Star, but he's a coach. He's a leader. Sammy, last one, Sammy Thunder. I think him, with all of the lives, everything he does, bringing the community together, giving people a place to gather and communicate and have fun. That's a leader in the community. So I give Sammy a coach vote for sure. There are others, of course, even Greg giving lives and things now, but Sammy has been real consistent with a lot of that stuff and trying to show support for the community, trying to show support for a lot of the new guys. So definitely deserves a vote there. Rookie of the Year, like I said, this is the toughest one for sure. Narrowing it down to 2 is impossible. So you have to just come up with your picks and then pick 2 of them. That's about the only way that could go. Jay, Average Vintage Collector, is the first one on this list. He is a really good guy, and he's a friend, and I really like his channel. I really like the way he is positive and the things he does in the community. I really appreciate. So Jay, definitely one of the deserving ones. And then Andy's Attic. Just what a great individual. What a great individual, supporting other channels, doing what he can to just give amazing comments and support other people, and has a positive channel. Another thing about all these guys, none of these guys are tearing other people down or saying anything bad about anybody in the community, none of that kind of stuff. These guys just keep it positive. They love baseball cards. They love the community. And Andy is just a heck of a guy. And I'm voting a lot on people, probably 90-10 to whatever content they have. But he's got a great channel, but he's also just a super duper guy. All-Stars. Okay, there's 15 of these. They're not in any particular order necessarily. There's just 15 of them. I just started writing stuff down and trying to go through the feeds and just trying to make sure I got as many as I could in there. Boy, there's hundreds of channels that we're subbed to at this point, so it's really impossible. It's not quite as hard as the 2-pick Rookie of the Year, but to nail the All-Stars down to 15 is tough. I wanted at least 50 of them in there. So at some point you have to just kind of start randomizing the ones that you like the most, or the ones that have had the most impact on you, the most positive feedback to you, that kind of thing, just to come up with a list like this. But first, obviously, Shane, Shoebox Legends, super good friend, amazing channel. Hopefully he'll be going to the Hall of Fame pretty soon. He's an absolute all-star. He's an absolute all-star of a person, and he's an all-star of a YouTuber. Just super positive guy. Never has a harsh word toward anybody. Just an awesome guy. Amazing collection. You guys have no idea. I mean, it's just nuts. It's just nuts, the collection he has. The way he thinks through things and the reasons he collects. It's just all spectacular. And he's just a wonderful human being. So Shane, number one on the list. Mookie Chilson. Unbelievable person. Just a super fantastic guy. And he has also impacted the hobby and changed the hobby in a lot of the ways people think. People will accept holes and tape on their cards now just because of this man. And he loves the story behind things. He has changed a lot of our minds on how we look at a lot of this stuff and the history of this stuff. And he's just a wonderful person. Just doesn't get any better than Mookie. Keith, Lonely Basement Baseball Cards. He is awesome. Another great friend, but he has an awesome channel. Super entertaining, has an awesome sense of humor, and I love the way he collects. And of course, he's a Yankee fan, Don Mattingly guy. I pretty much connected with him early on. He started his channel maybe just a tad before me, seeing as this is my 1-year anniversary, and he had his just a few days ago before the National. But he's an awesome dude, awesome channel. Yeah, you will not regret hanging out with him. He can talk. He is entertaining and fun, and he's a good guy. Just a really, really good guy. Hugo, Signs of the Pastime, another super good guy. Has some of the most interesting videos on YouTube. Goes on site to a lot of places and does a lot of interesting things in addition to the cards. Tells a lot of stories, and no one's quite like Hugo. And he's a super individual. Absolutely love the guy. He is amazing. Go sub if you hadn't to any of these guys. But Hugo, Signs of the Pastime, absolute all-star. Rob, Cash Cards. What more can you say about this guy? I mean, he's a heat-seeking missile, man. He is going to the moon with that channel. You cannot argue with the growth of his channel. He has skyrocketed from day one, and he is such a good guy. He's a very positive guy on his videos. Loves cards. Loves Cincinnati, obviously. But he's just a super good guy. He supports all kinds of guys. You go to almost any channel, and if I'm not one of the first guys making a comment, Rob has already made one. Unbelievable supporter of the community. A great guy. Great entertaining channel. People love him. He's growing like mad. You can't argue with that. He's an absolute all-star. Jim Faulkner, 5714 Collector. Just saw some videos with him up on the National. He is fit in so well with the community. Super nice guy once again. I love his channel. Of course, I love Nolan Ryan, so that makes it even easier. But we become friends. He's a great guy. And he has I don't miss any of his videos. He, of course, does a lot of different things with vintage, but he does a lot of Nolan Ryan stuff. But he's just a good individual. Once again, that is a big high-ranking point for any of my votes is what kind of person these guys are. Russ with Collecting Nolan, another good buddy, another Nolan Ryan related channel, pretty much exclusively, and he is a great guy, really good heart, just a super good individual. I really enjoy watching his channel. I don't miss anything that he does as well. Does a lot of Sunday videos, and I think if you get over there, you'll enjoy if you like Nolan Ryan. And just a good friend, and just a heck of a guy. So, all-star. Warren D and CLE. Dude, what can you say about this guy? You talk about getting pumped up and excited and showing passion for the hobby. Warren is as good as it gets, and he's a super good friend. We talk real-world stuff. We have phone conversations. He's an amazing guy, and I support him all the way. Love his channel. He's super fun. We collect a lot of similar things. We have different teams, of course, because we live in different parts of the country, but a lot of other things from the 80s and 90s. We watch each other's videos and we want to go pick up cards, you know, that each other shows. But mostly just a super fantastic guy, super supporter of the community, and just an amazing person, an amazing friend. 100% all-star, Warren D and CLE. Ken, God is great. Ken is maybe the most supportive guy of channels on YouTube. He's always there putting a comment in everybody's videos, trying to support all of the good guys. The volunteer work he does for the sick kids over there in Japan just cannot be overstated. Just unbelievable person. Just, man, he sacrifices most of his time for those kids, and the rest of his time he is supporting people on YouTube and shouting people out. Just a really, really giving person. Not a taker. Ken is a giver. All-star. Josh, Peeps Wax Packs. Peeps is just so awesome. I love his sense of humor. I love his collection. He's just a great, great guy. Gotten to know him over the last year better, not just in the comments anymore. He's become a friend. He knows Shane really well, and so I've gotten to know him, and he is amazing. I really, really like Peeps. Josh is an amazing guy, and really, really fun channel. Y'all should go over there and sub if you haven't already. He is one of the absolute good ones, and he is very entertaining, and has an awesome channel. So all-star all the way. Josh, Peeps Wax Packs. Jason, everyday card collector. What can you say about positive guys? He's all over the place. He's on all kinds of different shows with people. He is just a ray of sunshine, like some of these other guys. Just absolutely one of the good guys in the hobby. Always stays positive. You don't hear him tearing down anybody. Has a great channel. Really interesting stuff he collects. A lot of vintage, which is, you know, most of this community, as we know. And he really supports other people and is very, very kind to everybody. Love Jason to death. He's an all-star. Dan, Old Sarge collects. Now, he hasn't been making as many videos lately, but he is an awesome friend. He's a great guy. He has one of the best Americana collections on the planet. I would trade it for anything. I mean, it's just amazing the stuff he's got. But he's a super good guy, very good heart, and he's a great, great friend. And over the last year, I definitely haven't missed anything he's done, and support him all the way. All-star. Brian Hodges, 1455. What can you say about Brian? Another one of these guys that supports everybody in the community. His comments are always there. He's always commenting on all kinds of people's videos, and you know he watches them because he makes comments specifically about things in the videos. He's very, very involved and supportive. So Brian is one of those guys that's just super amazing, and he has a great channel, great collector, and great member of the community. Lenny with Cardcast. Oh my goodness. Another one of these guys that is just such a good guy. I support him all the way. He's a dealer. I wish I lived up there so I could hang out with him and go to these shows and stuff that people get to see him at. But he is a wonderful guy, very supportive guy, very kind individual. Just amazing. Amazing person. Interesting channel. He talks about a lot of different things, and I support him 100%. Lenny is the man. He is an all-star. And last and certainly not least, Joe, a Redneck Collector. He is another just fantastic individual. St. Louis collector, of course, but he is primarily vintage, but he does do some of the modern stuff of some of those older guys, and he admires some shine now and again, but but mostly it's the person, it's the individual, it's the guy behind the camera that I'm talking about. Joe is a fantastic person, and he has a great channel, and it's grown. I mean, he'll continue to grow. He's a big member of the community. Everybody knows him now, so he's awesome, and his channel is awesome. So Joe Redneck Collector is the last of the 15 All-Stars. If you're not on this list, please don't be offended. I had to narrow it down. I had to randomize some things because the list was too long. But these are some of my favorites. Let's put it that way. We got the coaches, Rookies of the Year, which was brutal to come up with 2. And then the 15 All-Stars, all really, really good guys. If you're not subbed to any of them, please go do so. They are amazing. That's it for me. That's my list. There you go, Eric. I will email you. I'll put all the links here. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you. See you.